Hi, welcome to Tech Tuesday. This week's edition, we're talking about learning skills and how to track learning skills using technology. In the past, we've had sheets like this to track student and monitor student through the month for their learning skills as evidence, and we put them in their report cards. We've also been using a sheet that looks like this to track them themselves, self-evaluation, assessment as learning of their learning skills and responsibility, organization, independent work, collaboration, initiative, and self-regulation. Last couple of days, I've been practicing with a new one, and it's a little bit more fun, and I know a few teachers that have already tried it, and it seems to be having a lot of success, so I want to share that with you today. And what the program is called is Class Dojo. How it works is everyone has an online avatar, and I'll give you a little demo here, how easy it is to give assessment as. So we'll talk about VTT today. So these are all my students. They have created their own avatar, and we'll go through that later. And if I wanted to give a student and mark them for assessment as, I can just give them the positive, and I've created all these collaboration, independent work, initiative, self-regulation, responsibility, organization. And you can make as many as you want, and you can have other ones, didn't bring or late, not helping with others, whatever you want for your class. And there's a set few they'll give you, and I'll show you those, or you can make your own pretty easily. And needs work. So I have bullying, disrespect, no homework, off task, talking out of turn, and unprepared. So let's take a little example here. I'm going to go back to the home screen and use my demo class. Say Matt Damon here was off task. I can give him a little unprepared, and a sound effect pops up. So you can have this displayed, and then the students will know that they're off task, or you can have it unplugged, and they'll hear the sound, and they might straighten up a bit because they know that points are being awarded. You can do a couple cool things here. You can award multiple students, so you can select all students if everyone's working hard on task. 5 students plus 1 on task, excellent. You can also select just the ones you want to select, or if they're all selected, unselect a few. Give an award, but say everyone's talking out of turn, that group, and they talk their points. This also tracks their points as they're going along, so it's pretty neat like that, and I'll show you how reports and messages work after. A way I've been using it in class is the random button. So if you have a large class of 27, 28, you don't want to go through individually and give them. So I have random ones throughout the day, and I'll just hit the random button, and it'll tell me Cameron Diaz. So I go check Cameron Diaz's work. She's participating, working hard. I give her an award. So keep students on track that way. I can also do attendance. Some things I found were helpful was a timer. So you can do a countdown, and I can say 5 minutes until the task is done. And then anyone that's done, we'll get a point for that. So sometimes I have them know the points are coming, and sometimes I have them not know when the points are coming to mix it up. And you can have some display settings here, notification sounds. If you don't want sounds, if you want last name, if you want the names hidden, all that can be edited there. And this whole thing is kind of edit student behavior, but I found it's a good way for tracking the learning skills. So I'm going to go through a couple of how-tos in the home screen, and then show you how easy it is to make. Already there's a Sunway International School group, and so far 2 teachers are in it. And what you have is a teacher code. So if you share that code, and I'll send them my code out in an email, you become connected with them. So if I wanted to look at my school roster, I can tell all the students that she has and I have in our roster. You can see who's there. I can't edit it. I can look how they're doing in someone else's class. But if we had all the students here, we could edit the roster as well. And then the one who check marks, coming up here, has a parent connection. I'll show you how that works as well in a bit. So if you want to start a class, you just add your own class. Pretty simple. Select the year, 7th grade, subject, creative arts, and name your quiz. Creative arts. And it's already going. And you can just enter their name. 1, 2, and it'll automatically give them an avatar. Or you can import roster, or you can copy and paste from a list. So if students are in the same one, you can copy and paste them, but it only takes a couple seconds just to type them out manually. And you hit next, and this is where you can make your behavior. But anytime you can come back to the settings and add more students or add more behavior. So if I want to add my own and I can click here and change the icon to organization, which I think represented by calendar. And I can weight this behavior. I can give it +1, or I can give it negative. But this is a positive, so it's plus, up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's over 1, it'll display it in the diagram. So when it comes up, organization's a little +2 there. And I can also change my need word 1, or I can leave them there. I can also import behaviors, because you don't want to do this every time. I can import behaviors from other classes. So if I want to import the same ones I have going in my BBI, BTT, and the other BBTs, I can just import here, and it'll give me all the ones, and it'll give me the option to save those. Yes, import these behaviors. And now those ones are all specific to learning skills, collaboration, independent work, initiative, organization, responsibility, self-regulation, and some other fun ones. This one's +5. I haven't actually used it yet, but it can be used for anything. Okay, so this is the next part I want to show you, and this is the part where you can get parents involved or the kids involved. So if I want to download my parent invitations and my student invitation, it gives them an individual code for when they're logging on. So I'm going to go ahead and download those. And it'll pop up. And this is what my student codes look like. So we'll say student 1, that should be a student's name right there. This is their account code for them if you just want to have the students on it. But you can also send this home, and it's got a little form at the bottom that they can, parent signature. The parents can get involved as well, and they can either download the app and have it right on their phone and check how their students are doing, or they can just get the Class Dojo app on the web browser. So they can check it either way and see how they're going. And they'll give you an individual slip for everyone, so you can print these out or just display them on the board in front and have the students sign up, depending if you want to have the parents involved or not. In talking with some other teachers that have been using this, it's kind of a mixed bag if the teacher likes it or not. But for now, if you're going to start it at the start of the semester or in the middle of the semester, I suggest just having the students involved. So what happens when a student gets their code? They come to this Class Dojo student login, and then at the bottom is a big yellow button, so maybe you want to have them all on this page before, and you can sign up with a code. I already have a code pasted. I'm going to submit that. Choose name. Test student 47. So this is what the students will be doing. And when they get to the account, they have the option to change their avatar. So they can randomize what they look like, and they have a lot of fun creating their avatar, and then they're going to care a little bit more about the points. So I can randomize, I can change the body shape to none, to squid, I can change the color, and then features about eyes, mouth, whatever I like. Class Dojo alarm clock. I can also get the student app from this part, and I can reset my avatar changes and save that. So I'm going to save that as my avatar, and then I'm going to be joined in the class. If they would like to invite their parents here, they can, and it will tell me how many points I have this week. So if they have the app, check back to see if your points from next week. So they're gonna be able to monitor. Parents are gonna be able to monitor it, and you can monitor their learning skills as well. So if I look at one of my BTT, I've only been using it for 2 days right now, but I can also get some reports. Not from this week. Back to my home screen. BBI, take out some reports. Today. Yesterday. Student counts. Okay, here's the example of the report. I was signed in as a student as well, and it was messing with this. You can only be signed in as a teacher and not a student as well. So you can pick the data range, and it'll give me an update of what awards were given. For example, for unprepared, for collaboration, and then all these students got for organization because they were ready to go that day. So you can track it through the month, through last week, all time, etc., and have the report ready to go. You can also do individual reports as well. And he was awarded 1 point for positivity. It's just 1 point, 50% if we go this one. And I've only been using it for 2 days, so I've only given out a couple of dojo points. And as it goes on longer, we'll have better reports of how things are going. One other thing I want to show you is the video of why people are using Dojo, and it's just a student video, and it's a pretty good video. You can show your class why you're going to start this program. It's reading about it. Let's see what starts up here.
Hey, welcome to Class Dojo. Class Dojo is a tool that makes your classroom more fun, and it helps you become a better student too. Your teacher will set up Class Dojo and make a list of actions to try to do this year, like participating, helping others, and staying on task. When your teacher notices that you're doing these actions, you'll receive Dojo points. And at the end of the day, you can find out how you've done. You can see what you're doing well, and also learn where you need improvement. The best part is this: you get your very own avatar. We'll give you one to start with, but you can make your own avatar once your teacher gives you your secret code. Log in at home using your secret code, and you'll be able to make your own avatar. See how you did in class, and see all your friends too. We hope you love using Class Dojo, like millions of students all around the world do. Now, your teacher will tell you more about how you're going to use Class Dojo in your classroom. Have fun!
So that's an intro video if you'd like to show it to your class, and it's just located on your home page down at the bottom here. And students can either sign their avatar, or they can put a picture of themselves as well. You can track attendance with it, and it can be used for a number of things, either classroom management of behaviors you're trying to present, and or how I've been using it is to track learning skills. It's a couple of things that you may be thinking, oh, this is for younger kids, but looking, it's class by class. I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and I'll put some links up so you can read what other teachers are saying about it, that it works really good for grade 11. Some teachers say I can't get it to work past grade 10, and some people say the younger kids get too involved and too competitive with the points. So it's all about how you manage it. Some suggestions I have is if it's a long stretch coming up or there's a break coming up and you need students to focus, like before the end of the school year or before a break coming up, you can have it then. I like to sample it. Some days I think I'm going to use it. Some days I won't. I'll use it as one of the tools. And then I'll have times that I tell students I'm going to start at the start of the day and just run it. But sometimes I had it today, plugged in and tried it, and just had the board sound on, and they could hear that points were being given out. So they all kind of got in position and then quickly got their work done. And then we're all awarded points at the end. So you can play around with it if you like. If you have any more questions, definitely feel free to ask me. Give it a try and join the Sunway International School Dojo community. We'll see you on there. I'll send out my password with this email, and you can join in there and you can see how all the teachers are using it. Bye. See you next week.